everyone. Welcome back to Good Morning Winter Park. We have a bunch of fudge from Mountain Grind. It's in Cooper Creek Square, so make sure to check that out. We also are talking with Bret Schroetlin. He's the new sheriff in town. So, Bret, the sheriff's department covers a ton of stuff in the county. What is one department, like the animal control, for example? I don't think a lot of people realize that the sheriff's department actually covers that, too.
Sure. We cover animal control, so we have an animal control person on each side of the week. So every day of the week, there's an animal control person. They're responsible for anything involved with the animals. So they'll deal with dogs and cats and other domestic animals. They'll issue tickets as they see fit, but a lot of it's for animal welfare. They just want to get out there and get those dogs out of the elements, get those dogs picked back up and returned to the owners.
Okay. And are you in charge of the shelter, too, or is that a whole other thing?
That is actually through the animal shelter, or that is through animal control.
Okay.
And that also falls under us.
Okay.
So we have a staff member that works there, and then a ton of volunteers that help out there as well.
Right, I've been there. It's a nice facility.
It's a great facility.
So what other departments do you cover that maybe people don't necessarily associate the sheriff's department with?
So most people think of us as road patrol officers, the deputies that you see on the road, and that's a large function of ours, but it's only one function of ours. And so we also have the 911 dispatch center, which is where all of the 911 calls come in throughout the whole county.
Where is that actually located?
It's in the sheriff's office in Hot Sulphur Springs, and it's staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by a couple dispatchers, and they dispatch for police, fire, EMS, search and rescue. Besides all the emergency calls that come in there, they also get all of the calls of somebody that maybe had a minor fender bender accident, or something like that, or needs to get a VIN inspection or whatever. So all those things come through them.
Anybody that calls 911, it's going through there.
Right. And then we have an investigation staff. So we have an investigation staff that we also works on more of our complex cases.
I don't think people realize that there are sometimes you need that kind of staff here. You know, I mean, a lot of it's DUIs and stuff like that, but occasionally I would imagine there are some things that, like you said, are a little bit more complex.
They keep actually really busy.
Okay.
So they actually have a lot of cases down there, and one of the newest crime trends that we're seeing just across the country is technology crimes. So we're seeing computer crimes and cell phone crimes and things like that, and so those actually take a lot of time.
And they're based out of Grand County?
A lot of them are, yeah.
The crimes are? Okay.
So we have frauds and forgeries and computer crimes. And
how many detectives are on staff?
We have 2 detectives and an investigations assistant who handles a lot of the evidence processing.
Okay, perfect. What other departments can you tell us about that the sheriff's department covers?
We also work with search and rescue, as I mentioned before. They're a volunteer wing of ours. We also work with other agencies, and so not necessarily other divisions, but we also do boat patrol, snowmobile patrol.
Okay. I imagine snowmobile patrol would be a big thing. I know I'm from Wisconsin, and the snowmobiling and drinking can be an issue, and people don't, and boating too. People don't realize that it's the same. I mean, it's still a DUI whether you're in a boat, car, or snowmobile, correct?
Absolutely.
And I think it's more dangerous in a boat, and well, maybe not more dangerous, but I mean, a snowmobile goes, 0 to 60 like super fast, so it can be.
It does.
Yeah. How many miles of snowmobile trails do you have to patrol?
We have 1,850 square miles in our entire county of actual geographical location. I don't even know exactly how many areas.
A lot.
A lot, yeah. We have 90 miles of highway. We have 1,800 square miles in general. That's a lot of trails and a lot of forest and a lot of other areas to cover.
So Grand County is fairly large, and there's a lot of snowmobile trails. I mean, I would assume it's over 600 miles of trails. Is your staff big enough to cover that on a daily basis?
Not at all. We have average of 3 to 4 deputies at the very most on at a time.
Okay.
Usually it's probably more in the 3 range. And for 1,800 square miles, 90 miles of highway, and all these acres of forest, there's no way possible.
Right.
So we rely on other agencies. We rely on each other, and a lot of times these deputies have to work themselves.
So how many people do you have on staff?
So we have 55 total employees of the sheriff's office.
Okay.
And that includes...
is that including all the departments that you've been mentioning?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that's still, I mean, for all those departments, it still doesn't seem like a lot.
For a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week operation, it's not.
No.
And when you divide that up, and the jail has to be covered by itself for 365 days a year.
Right.
Patrol has to be covered by itself. Dispatch has to be covered by itself. it's not enough people.
When do you get any free time?
You don't. There isn't anything like free time. When you work up here, you come up here to play, and you just end up working.
Right. Okay, with that, we're going to take a quick break. Make sure to have some fudge. Keep on eating it.
It's very good.
So the fudge is from Mountain Grind in Cooper Creek Square. We will be right back.